Hey guys, it's Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls. Let's talk about love. Let's talk specifically about how working with the angels can help you heal your emotional body, help you heal your heart, and open the gateway for every kind of love to come flowing to you. One of the things that I hear in the work that I do quite often, actually, is I hear someone say, I want my twin flame, I want my soulmate, I want all these things, but you can feel that they're not in the vibration for that. So let's talk about it. If that is something that you are aiming for, be careful what you're asking for, because often people think of soulmates or twin flames as sort of the end-all be-all. If I'm just reunited with that very special person, that I'll never have to work on relationships again. Nice try. If we figure out a way to do that, I'm going to do it too. But that's not how that goes. Typically, soulmates take a very long time to get ready for. And you have to remember that the other person also has to get ready for you. And you cannot be together if you are not a vibrational match. All right, so here we go. Let's have the soulmate talk. You hear me say this all the time, or you do if you watch my channel. Soulmates do not have to be romantic. They do not need to stay forever. And it does not mean or guarantee that you are going to even have a peaceful relationship necessarily. Soulmates bring the lessons. Twin flames are a little bit different, so we'll talk about that here in a second. But soulmates will be a reflection to you. So you might be seeing a whole bunch of stuff within you that you did not like and you did not know was there. And, there could be lack of peace within that relationship. And when we say soulmates don't always have to stay, a soulmate can be someone who comes in, presents a challenging situation to you, and then goes away. Okay? And their whole purpose in being there was just to get you into your awareness. All right. So be careful what you're asking for when you're asking for a soulmate. And this is where you have to maybe even call it a romantic soulmate. And then you have to be patient. So if you ask for a soulmate and you're trying to manifest this, you might find that you're alone for a very long time. Well, what could be happening? Certainly, you are developing your own soul in preparation for that soulmate. Or you might find that the exact opposite of what you asked for keeps coming in. Well, I asked for a soulmate, I asked for a permanent relationship, and all I get are these people who are completely non-committal. You're getting prepped for your soulmate because you have a lesson there to stand in your integrity and not allow those kind of people into your vibration. Or you're still in an old thinking process that's still a match for those kinds of love partners. And that's why they're coming in. Twin flames, that's a whole other ball of wax, okay? That's a whole other thing. That is supposedly, maybe one day I'll do a whole video just on twin flames, but I'm still gathering, I've read things, what other people have to say about it and how they're channeling the information. I haven't gotten into the space where I've channeled as much as I would like. So that's something that I'm still working with. But the idea is that you're a soul, a whole and complete soul, and in order to be on the earth plane existence, I guess you have to split into a duality consciousness. So you have your masculine aspect, your feminine aspect. It does not matter what kind of physicality that energy incarnates as, but then there's this whole like romantic saga that comes from this, that we're going to spend our whole existence looking for one another again. Well, here's the thing, people. The little bit that I have felt about twin flame energy, like I said, I haven't really gotten deep into it with the angels. But the little bit that I've felt from that is that historically, one twin flame would stay in the non-physical to sort of be a guide and watch over the one in the physical, and then they kind of swap out, okay? Like they're kind of going back and forth. But now we're coming into this golden era. We're coming into this giant shift. And as we say all the time, the more we get elevated into our light, the more the contrast souls want to come in and tear us down. So this dichotomous energy is amping up. And so there is there's a need, I should say, for all the twin flames to come together, because when they unite, the full power of that soul is ignited. Now, I hate even saying it that way because it's almost implying like you're not powerful in and of yourself, but you are. But it's just even more when you're in balance with the other aspect. So now my feeling is only as of recently, I know there's a lot of opinions out there. This might be controversial. I don't know, but this is my take on it so far. is that because we're coming into this shift, more and more twin flames are needing to be reunited now, so their energies come together. It shoots a light up into the universe, helps drown out the shadows, okay? Because that's an even bigger force of love coming together. So it can't really be torn down. People can try to tear that down, but it's so powerful, and that kind of light is needed in the world right now. So who gets to be reunited? The ones who are ready, and the ones who are called to be reunited. It used to be that only people who were on basically their last incarnation would be reunited with their twin flame. So the two flames would incarnate in the same life and be able to be together. And I know, again, there are probably a lot of people who disagree with that. Or maybe even historically, one soul may have incarnated. They might have incarnated at the same time, but briefly. That I still stand by that. That's the feeling I get even right now. Thanks, guys. The feeling that I get right now is that it would have been brief because the energy is just too much. It's just too much for the two of them to come together. So with the new world and the kind of the new shifting in energy we're coming into, we are needed, and we're coming into a time where that the joining of those forces, let's say, can be more supported by the energy of the world. Make sense? So it's a complicated thing, but again, as a reader and as an angel medium, I hear people all the time say, well, he's my twin flame, she's my twin flame. Actually, I don't hear guys say it too much. It's usually the women. And it hurts my heart because I'm like, I see you, and some people, not everybody, but some people are really, really delusional about that, and please don't fall into that energy, and be careful with your labels, because wherever you put a label or wherever you're putting your energy, it's going to amplify. So if you're really thinking that this person is your twin flame, well, you might actually miss a soulmate or somebody because you're so focused on this person thinking they're the end all be all. Do you see what I'm getting at here? So just be careful, all right? I have met very, very, very few people who are actually twin flames. I just got to give it to you. And again, I could go on and on. Maybe I'll do a whole channel on that later on, but it feels like that's complete enough for now. So if you want to pull in love, like if this whole discussion about soulmates, if you're like, whoa, that doesn't sound like what I'm really looking for, I want the passion, I want the romance, then ask for the passion and the romance and true love. All right? Ask for that. And you might find, they're telling me even now, that there could be, Chamois is in here. We'll talk about Chamois here in a second. Chamois is saying, there could be a perfectly beautiful soul who can really make you feel happy and really help you along on your soul's path by helping you connect into love. But they may not necessarily be a soulmate. They may not necessarily have ever, incarnated with you before. And yet, they can get you going on your path, and they can really, again, make you feel happy and feel joy, which brings you closer to God, Source, Creator. So we as humans, we overcorrect on things, do we not? So we go bumbling through life going, okay, well, I'm just going to get married because that's what I'm supposed to do, and I'm not even marrying for love. I'm marrying because of this, that, and the other. And then we get into this shift where we're like, no, I want my soulmate, Okay, well, we overshot our mark. Again, be careful what you're asking for with the soulmate, all right? Be open to allowing a deep and true love that is for your highest good. That's what you could ask for. What is the right kind of love partnership for me that's in the highest good of me, the other, and anyone else involved? And that is going to keep you in alignment with your soul's contract. That's going to keep you in alignment and on track with your growth and your learning. Because again, let me say this, a lot of us get ourselves into unnecessary solitude or into unnecessary pain waiting for that soulmate. Because again, we see that as a culmination point when it comes to love. When in fact, what you need to be learning right now is going to be learned through this other person. Okay? So that's something to remember as well. So let's talk about the angels that you can work with, not only to heal your heart and your emotional body, but to help pull in the kind of love that is appropriate for you at this time. First, we have Archangel Chamois. Now, Chamois, I perceive that energy as female. Angels have no gender. Okay, they are not in the earth duality consciousness, so they were not split in two the way we were. So we as humans, we always take whatever happens to us, we try to assign it over to the angels. it's not the case for them. But I do, just for ease of conversation, refer to Chamois as female. So Chamois, known as the angel of love and also the finding angel, Chamois really resonates not only with helping you find a love partner out there or, to find love, but she helps you find yourself. As a matter of fact, if you're going to work with Chamois, I'm getting her blessing on saying this, if you're going to work with Chamois, ask her first to help you find yourself, to find your own heart, and to love yourself. Number one. Okay? Then, when that occurs, ask her to help you find true love. And then be open to following the guidance that she gives you. Here's the funny thing. People are always saying, oh, well, I'm working with the angels, I'm working with the angels. But when the angels are putting something in front of you, the third dimensional ego consciousness might get in the way and diminish it. Or say, well, that was a coincidence. Or doubt it. Or, oh, I don't have time to go in there. Even though you're guided to go this way, I don't have time. I have to go this way because you're way too stuck on your pattern, right? So kind of trumping the guidance with your mental thoughts, right? So watch that and make sure that you're taking the guidance as it is given. Chamois, along with Raphael, they help with the heart chakra, okay? Now, your heart chakra, you have what we know as the heart energy center, which is sort of the mid-level point between your lower chakras and your higher chakras. But you also have a higher heart. And I think Drunvalo Melchizedek, is that who it is? Drunvalo Melchizedek calls it the tiny space of the heart. And I just love that because that is the little keyhole into your soul. And I feel like if you work with combination of Chamois, even Jophiel, and Raphael, you've got this whole team coming in and really amping up, and they're using the word electrifying, but igniting your heart center. So when you do that, it's not just about igniting your heart so that you can pull in a partner. It's igniting the window to your soul in a way. It's far more profound than just, do I have a boyfriend? Do I have a girlfriend? Do I have a wife? Do I have a husband? It's soul deep, okay? Let's talk about Raphael. Archangel Raphael, our boy Raphael, right? He is all about the healing of all kinds. And if you are a medical professional, you should most certainly be working with Raphael to help you in your healing efforts. And of course, any healer out there should be working with Raphael. But Raphael really resonates with that heart chakra. And Raphael comes in, I don't know why I always picture Raphael, but I like this, but I picture him with like glasses, like spectacles or something, and like he's like looking over the top of them. That's just my goofy perception of Raphael. But anyway, so Raphael comes in and can help you heal your heart space. Why is that important? Well, again, lower energies, higher energies. If you're not in a healthy space, that's a clashing point. And that is the first thing to get dinged if there are things going on in your world. So even if you're in traffic and somebody flashes an obscene gesture at you, you might get your temper inflamed, but it probably, if you're sensitive, it's going to hurt your heart. So it's really important to always have an eye on that space and ask Raphael to come in and cleanse, clear, heal, open to a comfortable position, right? Your heart chakra. And Raphael's also saying right now, don't be afraid to tell me what makes your heart ache. Talk to me. Tell me. I also hear a lot of people say, how do you talk to the angels? You talk to them the way I'm talking to you. It's just that simple. And I always make sure that, I say thank you, I love you, and so it is. Let me do that now. Thank you, angels of love and light. Thank you, archangels of love and light. We appreciate your guidance right now. Thank you, I love you, and so it is. And that's it. That's all you got to do. But just make sure that you're giving love and gratitude. Okay? So Raphael's wanting you guys to talk to him. Get it out. This may not even be romantic hurts. You could have had an experience that, hurt your feelings or crushed you or whatever, and it had something to do with work or, someone being sick, God forbid. And that can close off your heart as well. And they're saying there are a lot of people out there at times that close off so much in their heart space that they just don't trust life anymore. They just don't trust life. And then they're saying, but I want love, I want love, I want love. But they're looking for a Band-Aid for something that can't be fixed by someone else, and it can't be fixed by something as simple as a Band-Aid. It takes some deep healing. So that's where Raphael comes in. Meditating with Raphael is incredibly powerful. Again, if you invite Chamois in, now you're really in. And Raphael's, what are you doing here, Raphael? Finding the beauty of your heart, discovering your own inner beauty through that space. So it's a very powerful center here. And I don't know if this is how other people perceive this, but I actually see the heart chakra as being quite a large chakra as compared to some of the others. So have your heart wide open, let Raphael in, talk to Raphael, talk to Chamois. We have Raguel in here as well, Raguel. Raguel comes forward, hello, right here. Raguel comes in as a force that says, hey, I can help you harmonize within yourself and with others. So if there's something that is going down that's keeping you from having the purest love connection with somebody, Raguel can come in and help sort of mitigate, I guess, some of the negativity, or to help you guys sort of be the mediator between the two, I suppose, energetically. So helping you see what it is that you need to see, helping you pinpoint where the miscommunication is occurring. And he's saying to strengthen the bond between the two of you. So that might be with a love partner. It might be with a child. It might be with a parent. It might be with a sister, brother, co-workers, friends, what have you. Okay? So what else can I say about this, guys? All right. So they're saying that you can work with any angel of love and light that you want. And of course, your guardian angels are there as well. But the guardian angels come forward for a lot of you out there who just happen to be watching this video. And the feeling I get is that you're too wound up in what went wrong that you're not perceiving what they're trying to bring forward for you. Okay? So there's just some accountability we need to take when we say, okay, I'm putting out there that I want this, this, and this. Where is it? Well, where are you blocking it? Where do you think that you don't deserve it? Or why are you not listening to the guardian angels that tell you, love cannot come in until you come to terms with what happened in this situation or that situation? Okay? So, whole big team of angels there for you. I'm sure I'm totally missing angels. They're all of light and love. I mean, the archangels that I'm talking about here are of light and love. So you can pull them in. If you are somebody who you say, I resonate with Archangel Haniel. Haniel's another good one, actually, because she helps you kind of strengthen up your divine feminine aspect. Everybody has divine feminine and divine masculine within them, and she helps that amp up so you can get balance within your energies, and now you're a perfect vibrational match for the appropriate love partner for where you are right now on your soul contract timeline. You try to jump ahead, you're not going to be able to handle who comes in. You may not even perceive that love when it comes to you. You got to go through the steps, and the universe is wise, and the universe loves you. It knows what it's doing, okay? So if love is not coming and it's going against what you want, know that there's some higher force kind of probably at work there, all right? And some things that you're still supposed to learn. Let's talk about tools. Again, we are physical beings. We are third dimensional ego consciousness beings, density bodies, right? So we sometimes need something physical, something that we can put our energy and focus into to do just that, to focus us. This is where we come up with love altars. And when we hear the word altar, people get a little like, what? Are we worshiping something? What are we doing here? But that, again, it's just sort of centralizing your intentions and giving you physical, visual reminders of what you want, right? So you don't get too distracted. So what are some things that you can use? If you're going to put together an actual altar, you might want to put in things that remind you of love. One of the most powerful things that I love putting as a symbol on my, if I'm going to put together a love altar, I don't have one together per se. I have a mini one right here, but before I had a pretty extensive one. And I put in an image of swans. So any kind of animal, a pairing, just make sure if you're going to put a symbol of two things, that they are things that are animals that mate for life. Yes? I wouldn't be putting something like with two dolphins on it, because I don't think they mate for life. double check me on that, but I don't think they mate for life. So you might actually end up pulling in someone who isn't intending to be with you and only you, right? You start pulling in, unless you are polyamorous, then hey, put your dolphins in there, do whatever. It's whatever your intention is, that's the symbol that you got to put in there, okay? Other things like hearts, some people really connect with that. Some people, that reminds them of love and the joy of love and the playfulness of love. You can do that. Something, if you're trying to manifest, if you really think you're ready and you really want to manifest a twin flame, this is going to sound a little silly, but get a candle that can have 2 flames in it. Yes? White, pink, or gold. That's what I'm hearing right now. White, pink, or gold. And that's interesting, isn't it? Because they're not even saying red, which is like passion. They're saying the higher dimensional kinds of colors. And pink being the color of unconditional love. Yes? So you can, once you get your altar all together, if you have that candle there, or if you don't have like 1 candle with 2 wicks or something like that, have 2 pink candles, 2 white, or 2 gold candles. Put those on your altar. I usually love to have like a really beautiful cloth on my altar. Now, I don't think you can see this, but if you want to have a little more playful approach, I got this little fabric here. Again, I don't know if it's going to show up here, but you know, you could, whatever for you, when you look at it, it uplifts you. Yes? So make it pretty, I guess is what I'm getting at. So you have your good candles, you have all that stuff. Now we have crystals that we can use. You might want to just do some research about which crystals actually resonate for you, okay? Some common crystals would be like quartz crystal. There's also pink quartz, which is actually different than rose quartz. Rose quartz is kind of opaque. Pink quartz is a little translucent. And rhodochrosite, garnet, ruby. I can go on and on. Did I see pink calcite? Did I say that already? Pink calcite, if I didn't. And I always love to have selenite because I want it to be sort of a heavenly connection or heaven sent sort of love. And certainly like regular clear quartz points are amazing. Okay, and I'm sure as you do your research, you'll find other crystals that resonate with the kind of love that you want. Or if you want passion and you want to incorporate that, fine. You know, make sure that they are cleansed, cleared, and charged. You can look online to figure out how to do that for each crystal. Not every crystal is treated the same. Very careful. Do not put selenite in water. It's basically salt and it will melt. You don't want to put an amethyst crystal in your windowsill. People argue with me about that all the time. The sunlight bleaches out the amethyst. That I know. Okay, so just be careful. Really do your research before you cleanse, clear, and charge your crystals. So let's recap. What do we got here? We got the symbols. I mean, I don't know. I feel like some of you put pictures of your loved one or someone that you want to pull into your existence. You put that in your altar. The angels are kind of going, they're just kind of like not into that energy, because what are you doing? Now you're getting into kind of invoking your free will over that person's free will. What if they don't want to be a part of your altar? You know what I mean? So careful, because that will come right back to you hard. Okay, so keep it loving, keep it light. You can even, put whatever kind of symbol is just really beautiful for you in your altar. And again, I really love the whole idea of a crystal grid. Those are very powerful. And scent. Scent is very important. It's a therapy in and of itself. Colors are therapy, so if you have colorful things in your altar, that's really important as well. But scent, I used to, when I had my altar, like the big one, I would take an aura spray, like a Chamois, Archangel Chamois spray, and spray it over my love altar. If I felt like I was having kind of a heart achy kind of day, I'd get some like Raphael spray with my intention and kind of, put it over my love altar and just stand there. And you can meditate with your altar. And again, that brings that energy into you so that you can magnify your intention and bring in what you're looking for. But the scent, rose scent, jasmine, those are my favorites. I'm sure you can find some really talented essential oil person out there who can make a recommendation. But those are the kinds of things that I do. And it's kind of important to carry that energy with you throughout your day. So it just reminds you of your heart's desire. It's a physical thing that can look right at. You can interact with it, sort of. I mean, you're interacting with the energy of the crystals, right? And it just keeps you focused. And it helps you pull in and manifest that which you are wanting. Okay, so let's talk about sleep programming. This is another tool that you can use to help manifest just about anything that you want to bring into your world. Now, the beautiful thing about sleep programming is that because you're in that dream state, it helps you receive messages and things that you need to know in order to bring that in, okay? Now, it's important what you do beforehand. Bedroom has to be clean, pleasant, okay? So like pleasant linens, none of this stuff if you're like a bachelor and you just sleep on like, I don't know, like a non-fitted sheet and, you know, you just kind of contend with whatever, just deal with whatever you have. Okay, well, that's not really conducive to having someone come in and literally share your bed with you, right? So make sure that the linens are clean, comfortable. If there are certain colors that help you feel very relaxed and serene, incorporate that into the decor. And certainly do not have TVs or any sort of electronics in your bedroom if you can help it, okay? No reflective surfaces either. So what you do, you get your good bedroom all together, everything's nice, right? So before you go to sleep, have your prayer thing that you do, whatever it is, and then meditate with Michael just really quickly and just ask him to cleanse and clear your energy. This is imperative, okay? Because a lot of junk, psychological junk from the day, from the week, whatever, could affect how you view things in your dream state, okay? Then ask Michael to protect you, and then have a chat with the angels, whatever angel you want to work with. So in this case, we're talking about love and drawing love in. So you might say, Archangel Chamois, will you please, during my dream state, please help me be reprogrammed so that I am a perfect connection, perfect energy, perfect vibration for a true love partner. Or Archangel Raphael, will you please come in and make it apparent to me what I need to heal in my heart before I can have love in. And please reprogram me for good health and a healthy love connection. That sort of thing. Thank you, I love you, and so it is. And then let yourself drift off into sleep. When you get up in the morning, you may not remember what the heck happened, okay? You might not even be feeling different at all. But if you are, okay, even if you aren't feeling different, something happened during that dream. Whether you were meant to remember it or not, that's a whole other thing. But if you wake up and you have a feeling, write it down. Write down the feeling. It will probably, when you do sleep programming, it'll probably stay with you throughout the day. It's just like this underwriting kind of feeling that sort of is just ever present, okay? So that is another effective way to learn things about you that might be blocking love out of your world, or to help you see your love partner. Now, please don't abuse this because sometimes it's not appropriate for you to see your love partner because it would make you go off on a trajectory that takes you away from what you're trying to do. But, and we certainly don't want that, they're saying we don't want that to be an act of desperation. Angel, show me my love partner. Why do you have to see your love partner? Part of the lesson here is learning to have faith. So they're not always they can, and some of you might be able to see the love partner, especially if it's just like you kind of know already in your intuition and in your heart that someone is the right love partner for you. You might want to ask for confirmation. Let's use it in that way. All right. So yeah, they can really get through to you through your dream state, and that can really help you be cognizant of where you're heading and what it is that you really want. And it can also serve to show you something that you thought you wanted, but when you come out of that dream, you might be like, I don't want to deal with that. You'll have a completely different feeling when you come out of it. Okay, so I think that's it for now. If I think of anything else, I'll make another video. I hope this was helpful to you, and of course, I'm sending you so much love. Take care.